Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. With only a few films under his belt, Austin Butler has laid the groundwork for being one of the strong leading men of a new generation in Hollywood. He shows off his natural instincts in the new film Caught Stealing. It's in theaters and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. It's 1998 in the Lower East Side of New York City, where Austin Butler's character Hank works as a bartender, slinging drinks till 4 in the morning. He loves baseball, he checks in with his mom every couple days, and she's voiced by Laura Dern, and has a casual relationship with his girlfriend Yvonne, who's played by Zoe Kravitz. He's continually plagued by nightmares of a deadly car accident that he was involved in years prior. He leads a fairly simple life that's completely turned upside down thanks to his punk rebel neighbor Russ, who's played by Matt Smith. There's a crew of local mobsters looking for Russ and to take Hank when he's not home. Now Hank is then pulled into Russ's mess and finds himself on the run, protecting his loved ones as they then become collateral damage in the process. The film also stars Regina King as Detective Roman, who is trying to help and protect Hank. Caught Stealing was written by Charlie Huston based on his novel of the same name. Now, it was originally published in 2004 and is the first in a series involving this character. It certainly plays out like a character-driven, dialogue-driven action film, thanks to the really specific approach that director Darren Aronofsky takes with Huston's material. It's a different sort of story for Aaron Aronofsky, who is and this really acts as one of the more kind of approachable, grounded films from him in recent years, after movies like The Whale, Black Swan, or Mother really push their audiences outside their comfort zone in one way or another. Aronofsky's trying his hand at something a little bit looser, something a little bit more comedic. It's refreshing to see this type of action film, when far too many recently just feel quickly edited, choppy, action-forward, that then lose any type of character or story along the way. Now, I wouldn't say that this story is anything new, but Aronofsky has found a good balance in his approach to these characters and what he wants out of his actors. He has a terrific ensemble led by Austin Butler. You know, Butler is really proving himself as one of the great young actors of his generation. He has this kind of rough, sexy vibe here that's really reminiscent of a young Brad Pitt. Butler has a very natural presence on screen. You're really rooting for his character, who is trying to make better choices despite the hand that he's been built. He and Zoe Kravitz's character Yvonne are down to earth, authentic New Yorkers, and Charlie Huston then has surrounded them with a kind of cavalcade of wild personalities as the henchmen and mobsters, all going after Hank. Regina King brings a kind of wicked surprise to Roman, who could have felt like your general cop character under a different actor. Charlie Huston throws a few curveballs at Hank, which then adds some narrative flavor to this kind of familiar story. I do think that the third act really starts to drag as the body count increases, and you're really wondering how much further they can kind of string Hank along in what they're looking for. This is essentially the kind of final chase, but it takes too long to conclude. Caught Stealing feels a bit like the early Guy Ritchie films meets the Safdie brothers. Darren Aronofsky has a strong cast here that knows just the right oddball tone to play with to bring this story to life. I'm giving Caught Stealing 3.5 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I have some other movie reviews, some celebrity interviews. I would love to hear from you. Do you like the work of Darren Aronofsky? Are you excited about a new Austin Butler movie? Let me know in the comments. Follow me across social media at Paul's Movie Trip. And then go to my website, paulstripthemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Caught Stealing. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.